Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house or in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
What up, Charlie? What up, my white chocolate, my sister from another mister? Feel free to hit the link, girl, if you want to join me on the panel. Okay. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Let's tell it all Tuesday. Let's talk about it Tuesday. Let's toss it up Tuesday. Ew. What's going on? I hope everybody is having a great day. Today has been a heck of a day for me. Today has been a heck of a day for me, child. Ooh. Oh, Lord. I love my job. I love all my jobs, okay? But that main job sometimes, boy.
Woo, and that cake was so pretty, too.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you so much.
And I totally wasn't singing along to the theme song.
Oh, you weren't?
Yeah, I totally wasn't. You know, I love Yonisi Poo, and I love how she did that song.
I know, I love it too. And I'll be thinking sometimes, should I have her do me a new one? But I'm so attached to it. I'm just so attached to it. It's been years and I still play the same theme song. But that's how I feel about the one you made Riggs and I too, or me and Riggs, because that one, every time I hear it play, I just get the nod and it moving my shoulders and dancing in my seat. But yeah, I love that one too. And hey, Memphis T, how you doing? I don't think I seen you in a minute. Where you been? Sorry if I have, and just be so much going on, child. But Charlie, I saw you didn't go live this morning. I went over there and saw your post. Saw you had a busy day this morning. So,
ooh, Chad, I was going through it with some other folks. You know how that goes.
I know. But you had to handle your business. Every now and then we got to take time to handle our business and shit like that, especially when we go live a lot. Like you go live like every day, Monday through Friday, and then you still be supporting other people panels. So you got to take out time to do, biz night, shit for yourself, relax.
Had to pay them taxes. You know how they go.
Fuck them taxes now.
And them land taxes is due every February 1st, baby, and you got to get them paid every year.
I know. See, mine is included in my mortgage, so I don't have to worry about that.
I have to go to the courthouse, stand in line, wait for your name to be called. That's where you go get your tags too. So you got people getting their tags on. Now I've seen some of this stuff that went down.
Good. So you can chime in. Okay.
But I ain't seen it all. So as you giving an update, I'm gonna learn some new things too, because I seen some of the strike stuff, right? And I see some of the back and forth of who's saying who did what. You know what I mean?
Well, have you been getting affected? Because I know people have been getting affected. And a lot of my stuff wasn't being flagged until I started jumping back into the B sector commentary.
No, I think because I ain't really covering it right now. I'm in a whole.
It was just such a coincidence.
I'm in a whole new space, right? A whole different space. You know that, and so that's why I ain't really got nothing like that. But I believe I think a lot of people just don't even know I have a channel. To tell you the God honest truth of the ones who are doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
they know the hood table, you know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I heard Deanna, I heard other people.
They hit Deanna?
You know,
What the hell?
yeah. Well, I mean, they're just like trying to get it demonetized, like restricted, or
Oh no, that's
18,
been going on.
things
Yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah,
But it's like almost every day. It's almost every single video. They tried it, but it never works. You know what I mean?
Oh, they did
After
that.
the little review goes through, it turns green. So
Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is that little manual review.
Yeah, but I'm like, damn, I ain't never experienced this stuff, and I don't know why. I don't know if I have a hater. I don't know if I have a troll. I don't know what it is, but I do know that a lot of people right now is experiencing that, and they have to get their videos reviewed. And I'm like, what the fuck y'all fucking with me for? Shit, I ain't fucking with y'all.
I ain't never seen you even have to do a review.
I ain't over here dragging none of y'all asses. Or doing anything slick and behind a scene and underhanded. So I don't know, but it's cool. I just thought I'd mention it, just thought I'd mention it as part of my commentary, because when I was watching Lemmy, I don't know how much of Lemmy you watch, because I can't watch all those hours. I just can't. But when I was watching some of it, I was listening to him talk about Ness and how he claims that she's the one who struck Bree's channel. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard, and there's a controversy about that.
Yes, there is a controversy. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Because here's the thing: there's people saying that like he said it 3 different ways from Sunday, and so like in one instance he says, "I talked to Ness," and then it's a text, and then something else, and so there's controversy, and then the fact of how he called Bree. You know what I'm saying? That's why he tried to show, if you notice, I don't know if you noticed, but if you look up NWO, they got the video of the timestamps when he called each person. So there's like a debate going right now. And I'm going to say this is my personal opinion. Lemon's crashing out. So hold on,
Charlie, he showed the timestamps, right? Didn't they say they were concocted or saying they're fake? What was it they were saying about the because didn't he show like screenshots or something?
Yeah, he shows screenshots, and some people are saying that they're faked or stuff like that. I don't think he would fake them, because I don't even think he would know how. He gotta prove.
Yeah,
he don't even know how to do Canva to make his own thumbnails and stuff.
Right, so, he was sending Lolo cash apps. I don't know if you saw the cash app receipts, but he was sending her cash apps to help her do certain things and stuff.
Oh, I saw the cash app thing too on Lolo's. Yeah, he don't know how to do all that, so I don't think he knows how to fake a screenshot. Now, could he possibly get somebody else to do it for him? Possibly, but even then, I don't think so. I think Lemon's on that thing telling the truth, right? Because he just, I love him, gotta love him, I love everybody, but bro ain't that smart.
Child.
He ain't. I don't think he would know how to create a fake receipt if you tried to teach him how, and it would probably look a lot more messed up. It wouldn't look that good.
If he put that bottle down long enough, he probably would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He crashing out. I can't even watch him now.
I can't watch it all. I mean, and I done heard a lot of people say they stopped following him, they unsubscribe, things like that. And with this shit with the Ness thing, like my thing is, y'all lie and play so many games and play so much. How do we ever know when to believe you?
When's the truth and what's a lie? We don't know. That's what I tried. I don't know about you, the hood type, but that's what I taught my son. Once you tell that first lie and you do that, then ain't nobody ever gonna believe you again, even if you tell them the truth.
Yep.
Because now you done lied too many times, and now it's like we don't know what to believe because we don't know if you're telling the truth or not this time.
Yep, I absolutely have told my children that before, and most of the times though, I actually could tell if they were lying. You know how it is with your kids, Charlie.
Oh yeah, you can always tell. You got that sixth sense.
Yeah, you got that sixth sense. Like if somebody tell you your son did something, you be like, nah. But then if they tell you they did something else, you be like, oh, I know they did. Yeah, I believe. Shit like that.
I could see him doing that, but that over there, they didn't do that.
Right. Like I used to be like, oh, I can see Cam doing that, but not him. Oh no. No, or I can see my older son doing this, but not Cam. Like, y'all sure y'all ain't confused the two, you know? Because they like, you know, they're 4 years apart. So every school that my older son went to, Cam followed. You know, and every school he went to, he followed the next school. But they were never in the same school at the same time because of their age gap.
Age gap, yeah. Me and my sister were the same. There was a 5-year age gap between us. So.
Yeah, but I have the transcripts. So I just want to go through a few things and discuss a few things that he said. So basically, he said, you know, remember when he got struck, right? And he was down for 7 days. Yeah, he said he was down for 7 days, huh? A week. Okay. And then he said the very next day, Bree went live that morning and got struck. So what he was trying to say was that Ness, after he got struck, thinking that Bree did it, that's why her and her team then went and struck Bree.
See,
does that sound right?
That's what was said, but I've always thought that whoever struck Bree did it to take off the heat, right? Like to try to lead the trail away from them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, away from, you know, whoever's doing it, because it's been so many people accused, like Shakim, Ness, Lemon. It's so many names out there. Even okay, now Brian is in it. I'm like, how will we know for real who really struck who? Because YouTube, when you get to strike, they don't tell you who did it.
Not unless it's a copyright infringement
or
a privacy complaint.
Right. And that's the only time that you could combat it, or, you know, try to appeal it, or, you know, whatever like that, you know, directly against that person. And then, of course, if you if they don't want to take it back or whatever, then they can take that shit to court.
What up, Tay Bay?
Hey, Tay, how you doing, baby? How you doing, love?
Yeah, with that situation,
under his mom's name, that part too. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the part they used his mom's name, and I'm gonna say this. I think that I do truly believe, and he can say what he wants. I don't care. I think that Shakim has something to do with it, and he struck Bree to take the trail off of him, because he would then be able to say, "Well, why would I strike Bree? I like Bree." That's just my personal opinion, because we already know he had a strike team. We see,
but how strong do the likes be on here, Charlie? How strong do the likes be? I mean, these people who hang around each other all the time and fuck with each other all the time is always stabbing each other in the back.
True.
And then they become friends again. So, like the shit that happened with Bree, you know, from Old Boy, you know, he been playing the you know, audio footage and shit from their phone calls. And for Shakim to have him up on the panel, now Shakim did say, I knew him longer than I knew Bree, you know, stuff like that. But if y'all supposed to be that cool and all that kind of shit, why you got him up there and allowing him to talk under her clothes on your panel and woo woo woo? But then, like he said, and like Bree even said too, he has been on her panel many times, and people have came at him. I mean, just, you know, going off on him, drop him, you know, woo woo woo.
Well, I don't think they really friendship. I think theirs is more of a business type. Like, you bring me content, I bring you content, vice versa. It's just content.
Right. And when they think like that, though, Charlie, that's why I say, how do we know when to believe what y'all saying is truth? And that's my whole thing. And that's why a lot of people really get invested in this shit, Charlie. And you know that. They really get invested in these storylines. They get invested in when people doing things to others. They even subbies will go behind the scenes and try to do more shit to somebody their favorite CC is getting into it with. Only to see weeks later. I mean, the show said it all. You know what I mean?
And that's why me and you have always told everybody, stay out of two content creators' beefs, because you're going to look like Boo Boo the Fool in about 2 weeks when they besties again.
Yep. But I don't know. Did he sound believable to you? I mean, I ain't gonna hold you in his words, but I don't know. It sounded like he was rambling a lot and trying to make shit make sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I do believe there was a team, a strike team, right? I do believe that. And even though Shakim has lied about a lot of things, I do believe he was telling the truth on some of those screenshots, which is saying something. Because here's the thing, I'm fair. Even if I don't like something you do today, if I see something that you do right tomorrow, I'm gonna call that shit down the middle. You know what I'm saying? Even if you think I don't like you. Point is, I don't care. I don't care enough, but I do believe that there was a strike team behind the scenes. Now, whether Ness knew about that or not, I mean, she kind of had to know something, even if she didn't say something, right? Because those are your people in that chat. Like, but at the same time, here's another instance. How many times have we seen, really close people to a content creator, a larger content creator, do things behind the scenes in their name, and then the content creator don't know shit about it?
Right.
We've seen it with VS. We've seen it with Sean Bradley. We've seen it with many other people that their people just get so angry that they go take it on whoever's messing with the person they care about. And then the content creator's like, what are you talking about? So because I didn't see her name in that chat, in that screenshot, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Now, what him and Ness talked about behind the scenes, I also don't know. That's between them two, right? He could say his side, she could say her side, and then we could try to piece it together. You know what I'm saying? From both of their sides, but he's the one mainly talking. You get what I'm saying? So,
and Ness is over there. She really didn't even wanted to give it to any thought. She was like, he's a liar. How can you believe him? He's always lying. Da 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 da.
Yeah, so
right. But you know what I found really funny was how he was saying. Remember when he was saying, he found out Bree's channel got struck, right? And then he said he was over there trying to help Bree. He was on our panel because Ness was like, "Why was you over there on the panel?" That's what he said. And so he was like, "I was just telling her that you don't have to get a new StreamYard. You don't have to pay for another one. You can just switch your switch your channels and stuff." Because I go live on different channels at the same time. And he was like, you just put the different channel link in there and still keep your same StreamYard. Then he was like, and I would have thought she was smart enough to do that. Did you catch that part? I was like, not you telling somebody you smart enough to do some shit and you be needing help all the time with shit. Like, really?
Hey, Miss Ryan. Yeah, how he gonna tell? How he gonna tell her that when he know he'd be messing up too? Come on now.
Right. I'm like, we saw in the damn we even saw in the damn cash apps that Lolo posted that he was sending her money to help him do stuff with his channel. So how you gonna say she I would have thought she was smart enough. Bree smart. But he said Ness was trying to check his temperature to see how cool him and Bree was. And so that's like, why would I go tell Lemon that I struck Bree's channel? Why would I even tell him that? And I'm like, I don't know. See, this where people never know where the truth lies when it comes to
conspiracy theory.
Okay, what's your theory?
Okay, so this is a conspiracy theory, so it's not proven, right? What if she was telling him something to see if he would flip on her? You know how sometimes she'll tell two different people two different stories and see which one comes out?
Like kind of what King Roman did with Lady Nika and them, and told one person one thing and told some.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what if she did say that, right? But she was seeing if she could test his loyalty to her. See if he would snitch. That is a possibility. Now,
if all this is true, he obviously didn't snitch. And I wonder how Bree feels about this because I haven't heard Bree. I looked over there to see if Bree went live. I didn't see her post anything or nothing. So I don't know how what she did when.
It was I only watched a portion of it because it was early in the morning. And it was on her
Oh, you
backup.
know what? I did see a little. I think I did see that.
And she was turned by a lip. She's like why would, like, she said, I woke up to all these phone calls from them. And she's like, what you want, boy? You know what I'm saying? She's like, what? What you want? You calling me all this time? I had to get up early in the morning and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I didn't hear it all because obviously I think it was right before my live when I do my morning live, right? So, but she went live right around that same time. That's why I remember, because I did click over there and I hit the like button. You know, I didn't drop down because I was getting ready to do my thing, right? So, but I saw that specific part. Does anybody else in the chat know what she said after that? That's my question to today. To
you
our
beautiful her video from this morning, the one called "Can We Address the Flagging?"
Yes, she addressed it in the very beginning of it.
Okay, so I think I watched a little bit of that. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. Then I had to get to work, and work was working my nerves. I didn't get to really watch nobody. Like,
I gotta go back and watch. I gotta go back like you and watch the rest of that. But I did hear her address that the screenshots were real. That he did call her back to back to back to back, or like late at night, early in the morning. And she was laid down. She was asleep. You know, she had to get up early the next morning and whatnot. But I didn't get to hear the rest of what she was saying. Like she asked him like, what you want? You know what I'm saying? Why are you calling me so damn much? And I didn't get to hear the rest of it. But I will say that in my opinion, my humble opinion.
Hey, Rum Shaker, how you doing, love? I was watching your replay earlier. I was gonna bring a few things up from that too.
But you know, Shaker be shaking the room, and they not be listening. She be telling them the truth.
Feel free to hit the panel, okay?
She be telling them truth, and they don't want to hear it. That's a point blank period. She's
I love Shaker. I love me some Shaker. I really do. And I saw Shaker for the first time when she was on the cam. I was like, look at Shaker. Look at all cute.
Oh, cute and shit. First time I ever saw her was months ago, a long time ago. And I told her, I said, I think it was night she was getting drunk. It was the night she was getting drunk and just having fun. And I told her, I said, Shaker, why don't you come on camera more? You so fucking pretty.
I know. I was like, that skin is skinning. I was like, oh my God, she's so pretty. I never saw Shaker, you know, besides her avatar. But I figure, you know, most people avatars, they kind of similar to them, you know what I mean? So I figure, you know, she looked pretty, like, without the pit, you know, how she got the pit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But no,
avatar, like,
the situation, I do believe there is some truth to all of it, right?
Yeah.
I do believe that Lemon and her had a conversation. Now, what was the complete what they talked about? I'm not exactly sure. Do I believe they may have been talking about what was going on with the flagging? Yeah. There's a possibility that if Lemon knew that, I'm gonna say this. If let's say, even if I'm best friends with somebody and I knew they was supposed to hit the hood table, you get what I'm saying? You think I'm not gonna go, hey, hood table, you got people coming for you, boo. Watch your channel.
Right. I would do the same for you. I mean, I would absolutely do the same for you. But the thing that I didn't understand was, excuse me, you could be right as far as they trying to throw it off by using his mom's name, but still, I'm like, I wouldn't even the way people think on here, even if this was planned like this, why I would never use your mother's name for something.
Now that's the part that gets me. Now the first time,
my mom's name, like what? It don't make no sense.
And well, I will say this could be a possibility. It may not be Shakim at all. Maybe somebody else altogether who was wanting to reach out and touch him and show him that they know his mother's name.
Right.
There's also that, like, they're like, hey, I know her name, so I know where she was. I know this, I know that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, you know, that could be a thing too. Right. Hey, Shaker.
Hey,
y'all. What's up?
What's up, girl? I was over at your live earlier. Well, actually, I don't think the live I watched was that the one where you went live twice today, right?
I think so.
Okay, because I remember it was in the morning and you were in the car, and I listened to that one, and then Was it the second one where you was talking about y'all? Is you trying to insinuate that I want a gay man? I was hollering. When
Yeah, because I don't understand where this is coming from.
Gay, right?
Right, and it ain't even no jab at King Roman, but for them to come out with all these narratives that I want something from King. What can I want? What do I want from King Roman? Please tell me, because I don't know.
Child, as cute as some of these gay guys are on here, like Rick. Child, I'll be like Rick, like when he was doing the karaoke the other day, I was like, look at Rick over there, Rickin'. Look at him looking all good and stuff like that. We know these fellas is gay and they don't want no pootie.
But that just goes to show what somebody feel about me. Like, why would you just insinuate that I want him? Like, yeah, no. But
yeah,
he cool.
But it was crazy.
Like we could think somebody's handsome. And like I could think somebody's handsome. I could think somebody's beautiful. That don't mean I want them.
Just like James. Like James. If James was straight, he'd probably be all over feed. He said if I ever went to that side, you know, she would be the one. He loved him some Fifi TV, child. But it's like when you
go ahead.
Oh, Fifi, the one who was the one who sang
no, I thought you were talking about somebody in the chat.
Oh no. I was talking about James Spillerboy and Trezor. I was just saying, you know, the way he loves him some Fifi TV and he's gay. He don't fuck with women, you know, shit like that. So we can be like, say somebody looks good. Oh, they fine. I can say a guy looks really fine if he really great, if he really sexy and he gay. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't know if she necessarily meant that, but the way you explained it, I would definitely understand why you felt that way. Like, you know, he gay, right? But see, if you're in both of their channels, I mean, both of their things, why did she think she was losing you?
Now, that's what I don't understand. And somebody said it could be her trying to manipulate me or try to make me feel bad so I would stop supporting him. And I said that wasn't going to work.
Because ain't nobody gonna tell Shaker what to do. You ain't gonna tell Shaker what to do. Sorry.
Yeah, those type of things remind me of back in the Gap, and you know, Charlie, how it was back in the day when we first, you know, got created to B sector. It was all these different camps, and if you went anywhere, you would get the side eye, or you would get literally booted out the camp. And that's the, you know, we love us some VS. She was one. 5 was another. You know, there was different camps where if you went somewhere, especially if it was like their enemy or their, you know, their ops, they would give you the side eye and be like, you know, I don't trust you. But I thought we got to the point where we go where the fuck we want. I mean, most people.
I think until, because like they said, that's the same way Fabay and a couple of other people got burnt. If you see that people are basically wishy-washy and ain't staying true to self, you would question their whereabouts. But at this point, like, I have seen them till when they got to the point and they just felt like they was going to block people and exile them from their lives. So it is what it is. But then I've seen a lot of people try to get mad because when they was doing the blocking and the kicking out and removing of the wrenches, they were still trying to question why I had mine.
True. And if people can remember me as far as back from my Prime Time channel, when that was my main channel, still is. Y'all know, Charlie, I was everywhere. Mm-hmm. I remember Jay Wilson saying, you need to shorten your damn name. Your name is just too damn long. This was years ago. I was in everybody's chat. Like everybody. And especially during the Rona, oh my God, we was everywhere. But people stayed true. Some people stayed true to their CCs and they wouldn't go anywhere. But then when those CCs left or lost their channels, what they do? They couldn't help but to get in them other chats. Otherwise, they would just be sitting there in the corner like a little kid on the playground who ain't got no friends.
Right.
Well, also, I will say this, it did change over a period of time. Even I noticed it, right? So back in the day, if I would, because people knew I was with the VS and they knew I was TSCC, if I were to even step foot in another camp, I didn't have to do nothing. I could just go up there and say, hey, not being messy, not, you know, causing any ruckus. I would have been blocked on site, just minute I walk in the room. I was blocked from some people. I didn't even do nothing. And they eventually unblocked me and stuff like that. But I was back in the day, I was blocked just because, right? Because they knew who I moderated for and everything, right? But that's the way it used to be, especially if you were a moderator, right? Or you were a heavy person in one of the camps, right? You couldn't go to them other camps because they would see it as yourself, and both camps would block you. You get what I'm saying? Like you ain't just you basically getting X'd out altogether. But in today's thing, as long as you're not caught talking mess or crap about the other person, you could be wherever you want to be. Now, the hood table was a special exception. We had a few of them that were special exceptions that could go anywhere because they didn't get involved. Hood table didn't get involved with the mess like that. She didn't, you know, she just watched. She said hey to everybody in chat. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't a part of no camp. So she got a special exception. There was a few people who got that, right? But it was very few. And Sheikah, I would say you would be one of those people, even in OG standard time, because you really, if you like somebody, you like them. If you don't like them, you don't. And you don't like involve yourself between two CCs when they fight if you like both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just truth.
And you know, the crazy part, Charlie and Room Shaker, was a lot of people always thought that BS had all these people doing work for her behind the scenes, that she was making do work. Like they even used to say that shit about me just because I was reviewing court cases. Like we all be reviewing court cases, but because I was reviewing court cases that dealt with her, even though how many court cases I done reviewed over the years, Charlie? Like,
true.
I mean, I done reviewed so many court cases from in the sector and trending news and celebrities, but because I was doing it, oh, she using her, the hood table is her little whatever. And then come to find out years later, all these people who was in her camp was just willingly bringing shit to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't like she was always going out making people give me this. People were just giving shit to her, and that shit still goes on. People still have people sending them shit and emailing them shit and IGing them shit that they ain't even asked for. Like a lot of times, BS was like, I didn't ask for that shit.
Well, that's like I had a troll
content, you know.
I had a troll ask me a while back. Well, you should go tell VS they doing this and this. I'm like, I'm not fucking with VS. Like, here's the thing: she living her best. She trying to do her own thing right now. I'm not bothering her with this YouTube shit. I'm pretty sure she already knows somebody done told her. And secondly, I wasn't one of the ones that run and tell. You get what I'm saying? Nah, I didn't do that shit. First off, she knew before I did. She'd be the one telling me, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, snap, I missed that. Where did that happen at? You know what I'm saying? Let me go rewatch that. You know, or somebody else would bring it to me, or somebody else in the group would tell me, hey, you need to go watch such and such. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, I was accused of doxing. I never did that shit. I was accused of so much shit. I'm like, well, I let people think it too. I didn't correct that shit. I just let them think what they wanted, because at the time I didn't have a channel, didn't have no way to really. At the time until the hood table, I started pedal hoeing for my boo over there. I didn't have no way to defend myself, right? So I just like, well, they're not gonna believe me anyway. They don't know me. They just see me as a blue name in a chat. I didn't even have a profile pic at the time with my face on it. You know what I'm saying? Because back then you couldn't change it with your phone. You could only do it if you had a laptop. So when they finally was able to update it, I did finally put a picture of myself as my profile pic, but it took me forever to get one. And so I just let people believe what they wanted. And then when people finally got to know me, they're like, oh, Charlie's cool as shit. She's not what I thought she was. You know what I'm saying?
I've been knowing Charlie was cool as shit from the jump. I always had a fondness for Charlie. And when she started her channel, I was like, hey,
sure, you're one of the ones that pushed me to do it.
Let's get the numbers up. Ow.
I always credit you to Hood Table for that.
There's so many people, Room Shaker, that I maybe kind of forcefully too pushed to start channels.
Sassy.
Room Shaker, when you be seeing people on all these panels, Room Shaker, don't you be thinking why the fuck you ain't got your own channel? Like, you support all these people on their channels. Like, y'all spend hours and hours and hours on other people's channel, talking shit, popping off, dragging motherfuckers, making money for other people. I'd be like, child, you might as well get your own channel. Shit.
Yeah, we talked to K Fit into it. I know that for a fact. Every time we saw a girl, why don't you get your channel?
What's her name? Very Carey.
Very Carey, and there's just so many I can name that like literally back they hood tape the
I
time. Why
want
don't you
Bertha
get your
May to pop
channel?
out a little bit more.
Yeah,
I miss Bertha. I do. I
I
miss
promise
her.
you.
me
And she
too. Me
always
too.
make me. I love what she be saying. It made me want to itch my ass. I be laughing when she be saying certain things.
No, but it's always good to see. I mean, I like to support people. I've always been like that. And that's one thing I miss about, I don't know how it is from where you started off, Room Shaker. I know you have your own sector and everything, but when we first started in our community, everybody supported everybody. Everybody made sure people got their 1K, they got their 4,000 hours. It shifted a lot from those days. Now you got to be like all rubbing shoulders and butts with people for them to even share your shit or shout you out or go watch this or go watch that. And you could be supporting them people every day, every time they go live, no matter how many hours they live, and they can know you got a channel and they won't say shit about your shit. It used to be so different back in the day. And now it's like people don't, I don't know if they just, it's all about self now, self-preservation or whatever like that. But I feel like if people subscribe to me, I can subscribe to them. If they can watch me, I can watch them. We ain't gonna catch everything, right? Because we got lives, life be lifing. We ain't gonna catch
Right.
everything. But you gonna see me in your shit sometime. You gonna see me share your shit sometime. You gonna see me talking about what you was talking about. Go on over there. I'm giving y'all a little bit, but y'all go on over there and watch the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And what up, Mr. Boston? He said, for real. Yep. I don't know, boy. I don't know. It's different. So what made you start your channel, Room Shaker? Let me because I met you when you came over here, what, about a year or so ago? How long has it been?
It's actually been longer than that.
Okay. See, and
I
I
was
guess I
around
didn't
when
really
Kaya
know.
and T.S. Madison was together.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So when you first started your channel, was it because you saw people over in a certain
No, it was
area?
actually more of a business channel. Like we did informative lives, helping people go through resources, find resources, start a business, all type of stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I came across the Mo3 sector, and a dude named One Man Band was attacking me. And they told me he was coming for my brand, and then because I didn't know, that's when I was pushing low, so he was coming for my brand. And then when somebody sent the live to me and I seen it, I called him on Cartier Carlos panel, and I went up there and cleared the panel because that was the first time I ever hit it. And Cartier Carlos is the one that made me the avatar, my first avatar. And he said, take your brand off here because they attack brands. He was like, come, I'm gonna call you Room Shaker. He said, you cleared my panel, you shook the room.
Oh
And then
wow.
that's how my name became Room Shaker. Then when I started messing with the leprechaun, sleeping with him, and he tried to attack me or make me take the blows that was coming his way, I became the HBIC because that's when I was like, I don't answer to nobody. And I really transformed and stood up on the board. And then I decided that I like the peaceful side of me, so that's where the HLIC came from, the head lady in charge, Room Shaker. Because I told him I really don't want to argue. I wish people just leave me in my space and let me stay at peace. Because I don't think they can take the rough side of me. Because as people start crying, they start striking my channel. They start calling me bullies. People start breaking down, crying. Because they used to, Lady Snoop, I used to go on her platform. And it used to be 8 people or more that hit the platform trying to argue me down. And they came up there, we got the scratch, and the next thing you know, they all start crying, and Lady Snoop gonna tell me to apologize. And me and her start going back and forth, and that's what I met Pizarro. And Pizarro had the nerve to do a live because I started playing with the nooses then. So Pizarro gonna tell me I'm insulting her ancestors and she don't like that and all that, like I was supposed to care. And that's what originally started me and Pizarro to beef. Because I told her,
Oh
you don't want me, don't
really?
control me. Yes. And then
Oh
BS
wow.
picked me out, and that's how I came about BS. Because she's like, I really like you.
She do. She still she told me herself, she said, I like some Ricky because she gonna tell you like it is, and ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You ain't gotta guess nothing. You ain't gotta think about it.
Ain't no sugarcoating.
Yeah, she just gonna tell you what she feeling, how she feeling, and she ain't gonna lie about it. You know, there's some people that'll smile in your face and they really got evil intent. The thing about Shaka gonna tell you if she like you or not. If she got a problem, she gonna also tell you too.
And I take a very good liking to people like that. You know, from where just my experience growing up. I don't like people playing with me. I don't like people playing on my top. I don't like people pretending to be my friends, pretending to like me. I don't like nobody lying to me. Tell me the truth. Keep it hood. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain people in this sector who come off like that. I support their channels. I subscribe to them. I like them. The Deannas, the VSs, the Rune Shakers. It's certain people in this area, in these parts, where they come off like, this is who I am. This is why I take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? And I like that too. Shit. I like that shit.
I'd rather be around
fake phony bullshit. No.
Yeah, that fake or phony I can't do. And I'd rather have somebody tell me what they feeling up front to my face than smiling in my face while steadily stabbing me in the back. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that fake stuff. I don't like that. And that's why I enjoy people who are straight up honest and be like, hey, I don't like, even if we, like, let's say we had a disagreement, right, about something, or we, you know, what I don't like that shit you just did. You know what I'm saying? And we can talk it out like adults, but versus somebody that's, oh, I just love you so much. Meanwhile, I'm over here talking crap about you behind the scenes. I'm trying to take you down. You know, all this other stuff. No, I don't like that. That's sneaky snake shit. I don't like that.
Right. And I feel like sometimes, now I'm not the person, I said this the other day, I'm not the kind of person to go and pat somebody on the hand all the time if it's my friend or something. Do what the fuck you want to do. That's your shit. That's your fight. That's your whatever. But I feel like if you are really cool with people, then you should have that you know, that right to talk to them if you feel like, okay, you know, I think, you know, whatever. And I think that's a problem in this sector. A lot of people be doing a lot of fuck shit, and then they be wondering why their channels get snatched every other day, every other time they turn around. It's like people is not coming at you for no reason. It's not coming at you for no reason. Like, I know people don't like to kick people when they down. And I heard people say that about even the Bree situation. And I'm not trying to kick her while she down either. I'm not a dragger. I just do commentary. But when people who are subscribers look at what's going on, we understand. You know what I'm saying? We the peoples understand. But, you know, some people's like, Bree, how you not understand? How you still asking yourself, is my mouth that bad? How you still asking yourself, did I really act up like that? How you still, and again, I don't condone her channel being taken, but everybody see this shit, and this shit, she's been hearing this shit for years. Mean girl, mean girl, mean girl, mean girl, mean girl, mean girl, rude, you know, all this kind of stuff, disrespectful. She been hearing that shit from people for years. So when her channel got snatched, she's like, is my mouth that bad? It's like, I don't know if people is like, that's why I say there's people on here that are cool with people and they're friends with people, and they don't keep it funky with them. They don't keep it a buck. Instead of saying, yeah, bitch, yeah, bitch, they just like, oh, well, that's fucked up. Why y'all do that to her? You know what I mean? Like, people don't like to keep it real with the people that they so-called fuck with on here. And I see that a lot.
Because if you sit back and pay attention, it's basically unity with a whole bunch of fakeness. They really don't like you, but they sitting up under you because they feel like you in their league and they need you to get attention. I don't feel like that, because I really would like the people. I could tell you who my loyal subscribers is, and I like entertaining them more than I like entertaining the crowd. That's why I will block people. Mm-hmm. Like, I got a long block list, and then people saying I'm blocking them because like I don't see it for you.
I got like 400 blocked.
Let go.
I don't play with the trolls. I don't play. If you say, you know what, maybe about a year or so ago, maybe a year and a half, there were some content creators who much bigger than me who were saying things like, if you fuck with this person, or if you fuck with that person, then I ain't fucking with you. I don't want you in my chat. I ain't gonna say them people names, but they're like, I don't want you in my chat. And these are people I was supporting for a long time. Do you know I quickly hit that unsubscribe, 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 unsubscribe?
Let's go.
It's very easy. It's very easy. Because like you say, like a lot of other people say, I ain't never changed up. I ain't never switched up on a bitch on this motherfucking platform. I go where the fuck I want. If you don't want me there, all you got to do is tell me once. I ain't kissing ass. I ain't licking ass. I ain't bowing down. I ain't doing none of that shit. And I ain't begging motherfuckers to support my channel. I might only get like 10, 20, in my chat on a regular basis. But I don't be over here acting all like, oh, woe is me, and trying to do everything to get all this extra attention. I'm cool. I'm cool with my
And
channel.
that's why I think this shit is comical, because how many times have you heard me state this in my live and on other people's platforms? So for you to do a live saying you cutting ties with me, this could have been resolved a long time ago. And then another thing is, I was coming in your live and you weren't speaking to me, but you were speaking to Shakim. But I acknowledge you when you come on my page, like, yeah, don't play with me. So yeah, I don't care. Like, I ain't gonna lose no sleep.
Child, I be over here. I try to stay in my own lane. I really do. And I try not to get into no fuck shit because I ain't got it to do. I don't want to get in no fuck shit. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I don't want to drag. I don't want to.
Do that for the miserable people.
Entertained. I want to be entertained, and I want to give entertaining commentary. I like I say, I try my very best to be unbiased, but we can't always be unbiased, right? That we can't always be unbiased. And so people sometimes is not going to like what the fuck you got to say. But sometimes you got to keep it funky. You got to keep it hood, which is my favorite expression. Thus, the name of the channel is the Hood Table. We're going to keep it hood. We're going to keep it funky. We're going to keep it 100. And sometimes you just have to, like, okay, that was some fucked up shit. That was wrong. Like, I feel like even though Bree might be unliked by a whole bunch of people, I still think, even though Jay Wilson might have done certain things, even though Five might have, it's a lot of people who's lost channels over the years. And I feel like, okay, yeah, I get it. Y'all roast and gag and drag and all this kind of shit. But what they say, if you get rid of all the people, all the big heavy hitters in the sector, then who the fuck you gonna go back and forth with? And we all cloud chase. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. We all cloud chase off of each other.
Not really, because they ain't clout to me. That's the problem. Stop thinking you're more important than anybody else, because if that's the case, why do I support the smaller channels?
And
I mean, channels they don't even think about.
Let me explain. When I say, I don't mean it that way. I don't mean it that way. When I say clout chase, I mean we all, technically speaking, are using other people's content, other people to do our own content. Like what we do, we go around here, we watch other people, and we bring it back to our channel, and we give our own spin on the commentary. That's what I mean. And when I say that, I'm saying if you're getting rid of all these people channels, who is gonna keep? It's a back and forth thing, Room Shaker. Y'all know it's a back and forth thing,
right?
You're just not gonna be here every day, and you're just gonna be sitting here giving this commentary. And if you want to beef. If you want to go back and forth, who the fuck you gonna go back and forth with? Who you gonna beef with? These motherfuckers, they live to beef. They live to beef. So it always amazes me how people on here will feel like they can say whatever the fuck they want to say about people. Then they want to shush them. They don't want no negative feedback. They don't want nobody doing commentary on them. They want people to believe everything they say. They don't want nobody to dissect the shit they say. All the plays and all that shit. It's not cool. And that's why I say I don't agree with people snatching people channels. I don't. Because we all need each other. That's how the sector survives. We all need each other. What you talking about on your channel? You talking about everything else that's going on in the sector. What the other person talking on their channel? They talking about everything that's going on in the sector, including your shit. So what you gonna talk about if all these people channels is what you gonna sit up there and talk about? You ain't got shit to talk about if you take away people channels. You ain't about what you gonna talk about? Yo, what you did today, what you had for lunch, what you want to do this weekend. You need these people to get commentary to bring it back to your own panel. That's just how
our organic beef sometimes start, is the fact of Two people be up on panel talking about the same thing, and because they have a disagreement on you know, what they talking about, or somebody say something the wrong way, that's how the organic beef starts. So if you take out everybody, who you gonna beef with but yourself and your mirror?
That's what I'm talking about. You cannot keep striking and flagging people's channels just because you don't like what they say. If you don't like what they say, just talk back to them. That's the B sector. There's people who don't like what I say. I don't go around flagging people's channels. Oh, somebody cuss you out, hood table. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Shit. Fuck them. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I understand why some people might want to take certain people's channels. I get it. I understand. But the sectors will never survive. And they already say we on life support.
And that's why a lot of them down out. But you know, that's why I say never allow them box you in. Never let them make you go by their rules. Because even if they stop supporting you, it's other people that's gonna support you and like you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And them the ones they should be focused on, but people rather focus on these bigger channels because of the numbers and don't even focus on the small channels when you can actually build a bond up from scratch and give it time to grow and see whether it's worth it or not. And that's why I say I really don't see them as pal. I don't idolize people. So
and I understand. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it in an idol.
No, I know that, but that's what I've been saying because they the shit, they the kings and the queens of who? Only person I don't have a king. My man would never be called my king. A woman would never be called my king. But at the same time, is baby, you ain't doing nothing. You bleed just like me. Am I supposed to be infatuated with your life? I have a life. I actually travel. I actually go out and hang out with friends and families, and I done display this on my page, and I get welcomed with open arms. So I'm not a broken soul. So I refuse to let you trick me like that.
Absolutely. And that's how I feel too. And that's why I said the other day, I don't remember, I've been going live a lot lately, so I don't remember which show, but I did say I don't treat none of these people as if they are like above me. I feel like we are all, I don't give a fuck how many numbers you get. I don't care how big your AdSense check is. I'm like you like me. We all shit the same. We all bleed the same. We all got bills. We all got problems. We all got struggles. So I don't look at people on here like that. I literally come on here. I watch people. I get entertained. I do my commentary. If I don't feel like doing commentary, I won't. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I ain't no one trick pony either. I might do B sector one day, and then I'm reviewing a TV show the next day, or I'm reviewing some trending news, or I'm just discussing whatever the fuck I want to discuss. So there's a lot. I have so much content that's not B sector that has way more views. That has way more views than the B sector. So the B sector, I'll starve if I depended on these motherfuckers to support my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, for like you just said, Room Shaker, who's ever going to support you is going to support you. It don't matter what size channel you got. It really don't. It don't matter what size channel you got. And I support people with small channels. I support people with bigger channels. I love the small channels. I ain't gonna hold you because I feel like a more intimate, situation going on when you're in the chat. Like when you're in the chat and you got 1,000, 2,000 people in there, shout out to the people who get that, but you don't have that, that intimate connection that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah. And what's up, everybody in the chat? What up, Kimberly Black? How you doing? What's up, honey? And who else came through here? Mr. Boston, Machiavelli. Thank you guys for showing up today and joining us in the chat. And please make sure y'all like and share the video. And we got 2 content creators on here, 2 of my faves. So make sure y'all support their channels as well. We got Charlie. We got Room Shaker. I know a lot of y'all already subscribed to them, but I just gotta make sure y'all know. I gotta make sure y'all know. Yes, thank you, Libra. Like the video, okay? But
so
what
how do y'all feel about Shakim said if the beef sector want him to continue to keep going live, they gonna have to pay him?
You know what?
And then they said he tried to go live, so Goosey went live and he ended the live because he couldn't get nobody to pull up in his chat.
You know what? Real Shaker, I don't know if you know, but I don't fuck with that nigga.
I don't either.
we had an issue once upon a time, and I really don't want to get into it because I don't even want. I feel like if I ever even mention it, he'll be over there. I don't even want to get into it really.
Well, don't comment on it, boo. Because he's trying to attack everybody because Kimmy ain't going to give him no clout or attention.
Exactly.
And a lot of people are refusing to. Yeah.
But I don't. Anyway, I don't
care. I don't like the lies. Okay.
I don't like the lies. I don't like the plays. I don't like the scams. I don't like none of that shit. So, there's certain people I just don't fuck with on here. I know there's certain people on here that they could do the damnedest things on here and they still will ride or die with them motherfuckers. That ain't me. That ain't me. I don't know. Maybe it's the way that some people are raised, but I only can fuck with certain people. Like when it comes to maybe rubbing shoulders, maybe doing business with, maybe doing collabs with, I just can't fuck with everybody. Because a lot of these motherfuckers on here, all they doing is running around, getting dirt on people, exposing people, arguing and beefing and fighting and snatching channels. I don't know what the fuck y'all be on. I wasn't raised like that. I don't know. I didn't come that my upbringing.
Misery Love Company.
Misery loves company. They messy. Thank you, Tay-Bay. They messy. And I know we all, to be even in the sectors that we all like a little bit of mess, right? Right? We can agree with that, right? But there's a difference between liking a little bit of mess and just being downright messy and gutter and conniving and snakish. And a lot of people are just that in this sector. So I don't have it to give for a lot of people. I don't. Like to me, like you would be the person on the street. Like I know how some people be like, if I saw them on the street, I would walk right past. Child, a lot of y'all wouldn't even, what? What the fuck? And it ain't like I'm all that or nothing, but I like to fuck with real people. I like to have real connections. I don't have to worry about if I'm gonna be on your channel being exposed for some bullshit in 6 months. Just because you need content. Because a lot of these motherfuckers, when they be exposing motherfuckers, they just need content. They need their channel jumping. So they will stab somebody in the back and show some receipts and shit like this. Or they will fuck around and manufacture a beef just so they have like the permission or the rights or the goals.
Right.
Yeah. I know y'all gotta feel me on this. I know I'm not in the own space by myself when I say that shit.
No, you're not. And there's some questions in the chat. I don't know if Room Shaker's reading it or not.
Oh, who was that, Pastor? Hey, Pastor, how you doing?
Tell Pastor to hit the link because I ain't reading the chat.
She said hit the link, Pastor, because she's not reading the chat. One of his questions was, why is people saying you said, oh, child, you know what, Room Shaker? No, he didn't. Is they saying Room Shaker?
You said what?
Hold on, Room Shaker. Let me read it. Pastor said, why is people saying you setting up Nika?
Oh, because of what I said that me and her talked about.
Oh, because Pastor said I was like, really? She said she be talking about you with smoothies, but nothing else. But you making something else. So, and I heard you say earlier, Room Shaker, and I'm not trying to make you content at all, but Pastor brought it up. But I did hear you say that y'all really just talked about just borderline shit, just nothing insignificant or nothing.
Right. We really don't talk about YouTube.
Right. So why people think you're trying to set her up? What? I don't understand. What? Jay Wilson, did you hear that right? He said he naked right now, Room Shaker. He can't come up.
Girl, Jay Wilson, stop that.
That's so funny. That just reminded me earlier. My son, y'all, I was in the shower, right? I work from home, so on my lunch break, I jumped in the shower, watched up a bit while I was on my lunch break. I work from home, and so my son had called me, and I reached around, and grabbed the phone while I was getting out the shower, putting on my towel, and he was like, "Mom, send me a cash out real quick till I get out for work." I was like, "All right." He's like, "What you doing?" I said, "I just got out the shower. Put some damn clothes on, mama." You see anything? Shit, I'm wrapped up in a towel. All right, Jay, I see you, boo. I was like, I'm wrapped up in a towel. What you talking about? What's
So
up,
wait
Jay?
a minute. Wait. So is Pastor saying this came from Lady Nika?
I don't know. He right there, child, right next to
Hey,
you.
what's up?
Hey,
I
Pastor.
I feel messy and torn at the same time.
Messy and torn. Not messy and
I
torn.
feel messy and torn at the same time. But I think that okay. So what you said is congruent to what Nika said, because Nika said Room Shaker and I do talk behind the scenes, but it's nothing about YouTube. We be talking about smoothies and health and stuff like that. And she said that's what they be talking about. But baby, you got Dovin Madlock over there.
Oh no, Room Shaker
You
has
got Dovin Madlock over there trying to stir it up. Baby, Dovin Madlock over there trying to stir it up. So they trying to act like you saying something different than Lady Nika, and it seemed like they said that you trying to tear up that trifecta. Now I was listening to a Room Shaker, and I put, well, if you all are saying what you're saying, then it seemed like she trying to tear up the trifecta. However, you and Nika are saying y'all don't talk about nothing else. So now maybe the other people are trying to tap the trifecta, but put it on you. Because I was really like, is Room Shaker doing that? I'm like, that don't sound like what Room Shaker would do. But that's what they trying to say. Because Room Shaker, I was kind of like, ooh, this is deep. So Room Shaker, that's what I'm saying. So you just said that you and Lady Nika don't talk about nothing beef sector behind the scene. Y'all talk about smoothies, health, and all of that. That's what she said.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Because baby, they're
Well,
over there.
Pastor, I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
When I get off this panel and the hood table in, we gonna go live and run receipts.
Okay. Now, I don't know what run
I'm gonna
receipts
be right
mean. It don't sound, look, run receipts don't sound like smoothies, but hopefully it is. But Nika sat back. She said, I talked to Room Shaker. She did not deny that she talked to you behind the scenes. She said that we talk about life stuff. We do not talk about beef sector stuff. But baby Dovin Matlock is pressing it. And so they're trying to act like y'all, they trying to act like you told some stuff that Nika didn't say. And Nika said she didn't say anything about anybody. Y'all just talk about regular stuff.
Okay.
child. Room Shaker has some words for Dovey. I was watching Room Shaker today. She has some words for Dovey on her live.
Now somebody told me because baby Dovey was speaking Gullah and Geechee all blended, baby. I mean, she was blended. I'm telling you, and then I had it on 2.0 because I can't be doing it. I had to speed it up to get to where they were. And baby, when I tell you she's speaking Geechee, Gullah, Bahamian, Patois all at once. I'm like, okay.
Not like Barry Carey, not patois.
All at once, all at once. I'm like, oh my God. So, but anyway, Room Shaker. I mean, now Room Shaker, I'm gonna tell you, I was like, what's going on? So when I saw you here, I said, because I was gonna come up earlier, but I didn't want to come up naked because I didn't want to, seduce nobody. I'm trying to stay safe. It's Black History Month and stuff, so I didn't want to come and, I ain't want to do a limit on y'all.
Okay.
I didn't want to do a limit on y'all, but so I said, let me go ahead and get dressed. But
Well, Lady Nika has hit the panel, child. What's up, Lady Nika?
How you doing tonight?
hey, Lady Nika.
I'm doing
Good
good.
table pastor, room shaking. I don't know who else that is up there.
It's
That's
me.
Charlie.
I'm in my incognito outfit. I'm a ninja. I
Oh,
can
Oh,
go
hold on,
stores.
Charlie. Hey, thank you for pulling up, Lady Nika, because you
Yeah, that's
saved me
Charlie.
from having to go live. Because I don't like being called a liar. I clearly stated that we don't talk about YouTube people, but we had a conversation about you felt like you was losing me to King Roman. Am I lying about that?
oh no, not. I felt like that about
Right,
you, but not everybody. No,
right.
I
And
felt
then
like
we
you
had the
like to being over there more than you like being around over into Den. I did. I said that.
right, that's all I said. And then the other thing that I stated is that you said that they was trying to lock down a sector, or y'all could lock down a sector, but you said you weren't gonna do it because you support me on YouTube camera and you like us.
Yeah, we not doing that
That's
rotation
all
thing
I said.
again.
So that's why I'm like, what am I? They saying that I'm trying to get your back kicked in. And I said, no, I'm perfect territory because Lovey got on read panel. You go watch the live. And she said, I'm a
I just
double
got through off
agent.
the phone with Dover. I didn't
And
quite understand everything she was telling me.
she said I'm a double agent, I'm two-faced it, and
Yep.
I'm stirring up shit with you, and that's what made me drug Dovey today. And I'm like, bitch, and I said that's what made me even bring the conversation up. I said no, we had two conversations, and I told them what the conversation was. I left out the stuff when we were talking about the health and all that, but I said we don't even talk about YouTube. The only two things we talked about involving YouTube is what I just stated.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know. I
Well,
didn't watch
that's
Dovey. I
fine.
just heard her saying that you were trying to set up Nika. That's what Dovey was saying. I
Well,
don't know.
you know,
Right.
it really seems interesting, like I said, because I was over there listening. And I'm like, okay, so is Room Shaker doing this? Because again, that's how it's been framed. It is being framed that Room Shaker is doing some nefarious stuff. I asked the question how they had it framed. I'm like, so is she trying to break up the trifecta? Is she trying to come on in and do X, Y, Z? Because those are the questions. I'm like, that's what it seemed like. If that's the case, if that's
Well,
what you all are
that
saying.
there ain't. If that happens, that'll happen because of us. We ain't nobody outside gonna do that, Jay Wilson.
All
They
right, I'm
can't.
just saying because I'm listening to it, and like I said, I'm not gonna be phony with it. I sat there and listened, and I'm like, Room Shaker comes to my room. Room Shaker clicks on my link, and I never felt that Room Shaker was nefarious. Trust me, I don't like everybody from other sectors, but there are some people who do respect me, and I respect them. So regardless of what sector you come from, I don't have a problem. There's some people who I don't want
Room
to
Shaker
click
know
my
what
link.
it is between me and her.
Okay,
I
I'm
Right,
just
I
saying.
clarified
said it
that.
on Read Live. I told Lady Nika, I just told her I'm not approachable. Anything we had, we could talk, and she told me the same thing. And I'm like, we don't discuss YouTube stuff because Dovey was like, we behind the scenes, and I'm like, we never denied that we
Well,
talk
that
to
little
each
bit
other.
about Roman was taken out, and baby, they running with it. They running with it, and I'm like, okay, but they running with it. And again, y'all been in this sector long enough to know that, baby, you can't even poop because the girls be talking about it. Y'all know that, and
We
so
don't have no ownership over nobody. I told somebody that I'm cool with how I felt about a situation that was going on. I don't feel that way today,
okay,
but I just wanted to clarify because I was getting hit from all directions and I didn't know what was going on, and I couldn't really understand what Miss Dovey was telling me. And so I got alerted by one of my Bush babies that Shaker was over here. And so I got down out of pizza chat and I came over here because if there's anything that needs to be said, she got my attention. She could tell me that right now.
well, I'm gonna drop down, but really quickly, I'm gonna say this. Ain't no friends on YouTube. And if you do have friends on YouTube, nobody should know about it. And this is one of the reasons why. Because even though you all have a innocent relationship, now that people do know about it, everything will be scrutinized to the hill and any little thing will be taken out of context. I'm just being real with that. I know people hate for me to say that, but Lady Nika, we have been around here long enough to know how people operate and what people do. So with that said, I'm heading back down into the chat.
All right, put some
Okay,
clothes on.
please. I hear you.
Talking about
I
he
know
up
what's
here,
up.
about to get up here. Couldn't hit the link because he naked. But Lady Nika, I'm glad you
No,
hit the link too. And they said in the chat they glad you hit the link because when I heard about what Dovey was saying, I was watching Room Shaker and I was like, but hold up. Now, Room Shaker already said that they only talk about certain things behind the scene, and then Dovey was over here. You're a backstabber. You're a two-faced. You're this. You're, and then the narrative started getting out that she trying to set you up or some bullshit. So, child, we was like, what the fuck?
nah, Hood Taylor, you been knowing me a long time.
I know, babe. I know.
You know I ain't. And Charlie, you've been knowing me a long time too. Come on now. But yeah, I just wanted to address what it was. The people asking me if Room Shaker stop being cool with me, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep being Lady Nika and do my content.
Yeah.
I don't want her to go nowhere, but if she chooses to go somewhere, then that will be on her. Because I have not come to her with a problem. I don't have no problem. When I got a problem, I'm gonna take it right on over there to her.
And I appreciate it.
And I'm sure she feels the same way because we were just trying to get an understanding. Like, what the fuck? I didn't understand. Like, I thought y'all was cool. Everything was all right. Uh,
I thought so too. You know what it is, but today I'm in the bed sleep because I had my day with Ben, and I'm getting phone calls, folks sending me dollar cash apps, and I'm like, what the hell? I ain't say nothing. I ain't did nothing to nobody. Now,
they
when I
sent you dollar
start some
cash apps to
shit,
come to the hood table.
when I
Child,
start some shit, then I'll deal with some shit. But this ain't no nothing I need to be dealing with because I have not changed up how I feel.
yeah.
I haven't, and I haven't said anything negative.
I'm glad that y'all
But
were
I'm
able
gonna
to
be real
talk
with
it
you at
out.
this point.
I guess somebody just want to be messy, child. But like I told Jay Wilson, I said Room Shaker did speak on Dovey this morning, but she heard about that shit, so she did say something on her
I didn't
channel.
even know anything about it. I didn't know anything until maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. I didn't know anything had went down or anything was said. I was confused. But I'm gonna tell
Well, I
you
ain't telling you to go over there,
this,
but
I
that's
value
where
the
it is.
people that's around me. But hood tape after what I've been through. If anybody walk out my life today, it ain't gonna really I'm numb to it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna fall apart. I'm just
I
gonna understand what it is and I'm gonna keep on moving. But Shake already know what it is. I've been told her what it is.
mm-hmm.
And she knows
Yeah.
that if she has something, she feels some kind of way, she knows how to reach out to me and we can have the conversation behind the scenes or in front of the scenes. Choice is hers.
Well, we
Mm-hmm.
But
already had this
us ain't
conversation. It was
commentary.
already addressed. When I was asked, do I know he gay? I was like, yeah, I'm just running amok and having fun with King Roman. I'm like, other than that, it was nothing else, nothing more. And we left it at that. The conversation was over, so I don't know why it's all of a sudden a big issue. It ain't nobody but that old ass head, and I'm a
And
drag her
here's the
for.
real tea. I don't hate King Roman. I had to move on from that because when he who angers you control you. I had no problem with him. I was able to watch Dragons lip sync battle, and I actually gave him, you know, I gave him a good review for
I saw
coming
that
through
this
and
morning.
saving her soul.
I saw that this morning. You know, I watch you all the time, and I saw, and you know what? I ain't gonna hold you, Nika. I ain't gonna hold you, late, Nika. When you said that, I was like, see, back in the gap, that shit would have never happened. I've been watching y'all for years, a lot of y'all, and for the shit that has happened over the last year or so, and the credit that you gave him, I was there, I was watching, I was like, that speaks volumes. It really
It's
does.
growth.
Yeah.
It's growth. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm not trying to sit down at the table of brother and sisterhood, but if he do something good, I'm not where I can't say that, hey, you did good. He did good. He looked
Yep.
right. Everything went fine. But am I trying to be his friend? Hell to the motherfucker now. But if he
Mm-hmm.
do good, I'll give him that.
Yeah. Gotta get credit where credit's due, right? Ain't that what we say?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like
Cause
I
at the
said,
end of
I
the day,
watched
I
Dovey. I
gotta
didn't
look
even
at
know
me
where
in the
she
mirror.
at. I didn't know if
I
Dovey was
gotta
on her
mirror with
channel.
me and look at me in the mirror. I can't be holding on to no hatred behind somebody. That was then, this is now. I'm not his friend. I'm not his YouTube ship. But if he do something that's noteworthy, I'll give him the credit that he deserves and I'll keep it moving. Hey Tay Bay, how you doing? But anyway, I appreciate you, Hood Table, for allowing me to grace your panel and have the conversation with Room Shaker. All is well in Denville and Hill Sector. And I'm gonna go to bed.
All
Sweet
right,
dreams,
Lady
Lady
Nika.
Nika.
And I
All
appreciate you
right,
for
Lady
I'm
Nika, thank you for pulling up.
You Charlie, you still got to come over because I don't forgot how to do the redirect.
Yeah, I gotta
Oh,
teach you how to do the redirect.
Yeah, I redirected to my damn self.
No,
uh-uh.
you didn't. You
I
actually
did.
clicked
I don't know
it.
how I did that. I redirected to my damn self. I'm like, ODS say, why you got a live schedule and you just ended? I said, because I don't redirect to my damn. So, girl, when I come back, I'll be back at the end of the week or the first of next week. If you don't mind, could you please come over if you see my light on and come and help me? Because I really need to know how to do that.
I'll come up there. You know I don't
You
mind
know
helping out.
Charlie will be there. Charlie will be there.
All right, you all have a wonderful night. Hello to the chat that fool with me. And for those who don't, God bless your heart and all your parts. Good night, y'all.
Not all your
Good
parts.
night.
All right.
That's a Lady Nika mic
Lady
drop
just
right
said,
there.
bless your hearts and all your parts. Oh Lord. Hey, what's up, Riggs? Riggs, I hit you in the IG. So check your IG. And what's up, Linda? How you? Hey, Deanna, Boo, and everybody else that came in. I think I saw
That's
Yaya in
our
there.
yeah, other Mississippi Queen. You know our Deanna Irvin, because you know we both Mississippi. What big Mississippi? Okay, I'm sorry. What up, Miss Kimberly
Yeah.
Black, Big Riggs,
Yeah,
Miss
but it definitely
Miss
sounds like
Yaya.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. It definitely sound like somebody was trying to start some shit between
I'm
y'all two.
That old ass head.
Yep, yep.
oh
And like I
snap.
told Nika, I don't know if Nika heard her. I don't think she did. Like she said, and that's why I said Room Shaker did say something about it this morning on her panel, and I saw it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But I didn't never go and see what Dovey said, or go to the. I don't even know if she said it on her channel or somewhere else. But then Jay
It
was
was
in the
on
chat.
Reed.
Okay, that's where it was. Okay, so I never saw it, and so Jay was in the chat talking about, "Hold up, I heard Dovey say," and I'm like, "Hold up now, what did she say?" So yeah, it's nice to have a little clarity. Nice to have a little clarity. But how you feel about that? You feel good about that, Room Shaker?
I felt no type of way from the beginning.
Okay.
I stated on Reed panel that me and Lady Nika not beefing. We good.
I know
But
that's what I don't
Dovey,
understand why Dovey was child, you know what?
I'm glad that y'all was
You know
able.
what?
Oh,
I ain't even go. We talk. You know who we talking about here? I shouldn't even be that. You know what I'm saying?
why you surprised, child? Why you
Yeah,
surprised?
that's what I'm saying, Charlie. I shouldn't even be. We shouldn't be. None of us, I
We
guess.
know what it be about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so glad that they were able to talk here and be able to, speak to each other. That way they both know, you know what I'm saying? There's no problem with each other because maybe they might have missed each other in passing. So it's good that they was able to do that and get that shit straight before it did grow legs or somebody tried to do something because a lot of these people they'll go behind the scenes and say this to one person, this to another person, and it starts rifts and starts problems.
Right. And Kimberly said it started on Best Channel. I knew that shit was going to go left the way Dovey was carrying on. And somebody else, Linda said, "Well, Dovey trying to push it." Yeah, and that's what's weird. That Dovey is trying to. Again, you know what? Okay, we just gonna put that to rest.
hold on, because I'm trying to shut your live. Girl, you can talk. I turned it down.
It's okay, baby. We just gonna put. I'm not even.
Reed is live again,
I'm not
dragging
even
the
gonna
hell
start
out of
reading.
Saida.
You
Ooh,
said what?
snap. They into it?
You said
Yep.
who into it?
Reed and Saida.
Why
Yeah.
they into it?
Cause they got into it.
What happened?
Girl, it's over this. It's over this. What you call that? The Shaquille mess.
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
because of the striking, or because of the impersonation, or what exactly?
Because basically, Saeed calling them dumb and say they don't know no better, and Reed felt some type of way. Then Shaquille went over there talking about the B set they're gonna have to pay him to drag. He tired of drag, and they gonna have to pay him, or he ain't going live, so they won't
You
be
can't even
entertained.
drag.
Then he went
What is
live
up?
and Goosey went live on top of him, so he got mad because nobody showed up or was typing in his chat. And he was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. So he really got upset. But then Saida, something happened with Saida. Something. Damn, Reed on that live this morning, and Reed left her live to go to Saida live, and then next thing I don't know what happened in the live, because I didn't watch it, but then next thing I know, Reed came live dragging the hell out of her, and now she live again.
What? Okay, I'm gonna have to. I knew
This
there
is
was
a
some
new
things I
beef.
missed. I knew there was some things that I missed, so I'm definitely gonna get on that. But oh my.
Hey y'all, hey Tay baby, hey Deanna, hey Big Rigs. I'm reading the chat now, y'all. Hey Pastor.
There was something I wanted to talk about with y'all. I'm trying to remember. Fuck.
$7.50 a month ago. What is going on? That's what it says in the title. What had happened was
it was that. It was
no, this say Saida girl. Well, she done that. Oh, that was 22 minutes ago, so I don't know what happened.
Woo child.
Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. I did
my
want to
Miss
talk
Paulette
about
voice. Woo child.
I did want to talk about that, about the $77.50, but it was something else. But okay, so about this $77.50. Now, Lolo put all the receipts of every Cash App she ever received from Lemon, and what it equaled up to was $77.50 a month, which equals up to be about 10 cents per hour.
Man, 10 cents a minute. But 10 cents an hour?
10 cents a minute, 10 cents an hour. I don't know. I didn't really break it down. I'm just talking shit. But she felt the need to post because she had been mentioning that she's been supporting him all this time, over a year or so, on his live down there every night. I mean, when he's drunk and when he's comatose and can't even carry on with the show, she's helping him do things behind the scene, things like that. And I just feel like, I think I said that the other day, Charlie. I feel like if you're gonna have somebody you're really cool with on your panel every night, for hours and hours and hours and hours, they should get a motherfucking paycheck every time you get a paycheck. $77 a month. That ain't it. That ain't it. When you making three, you boasting and bragging about 3-4 stacks a month, and you giving your good
stack
friend,
at least.
your good duty, your good friend, your good Judy. But then again, on the flip side, I was like, why the fuck would you do that anyway instead of running your own channel?
Well, if I'm gonna say this, if the person is like got the keys to the kingdom, right, and they help you run like the StreamYard, they take care of the chat, they make sure everybody's happy, and so you can chill out and have a show, and they actually putting in work, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, you should break them off a little bit of bread. You know what I mean? And I ain't saying the exact amounts it has to be, but if they taking time out of their busy schedule and their life to be there for you, you should not only give them the courtesy and respect, you should also make sure they taken care of, because they could be doing their own show, making their money and doing their thing, but they spending all their time with you to where they can't even do their show.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. So I feel like you might as well have, one of those shows where, see, that's the thing. Like, okay, we was talking about the other day. That's the thing that, like with Jay Wilson when he had the Gentleman's Club, everybody's panel was hit. They rotated.
Mm-hmm.
With me and Riggs and I, every fucking week, we rotated. When we first decided to do our show, we was like, okay, is we gonna do it this way? Is we gonna do it that way? I'm like, nah, we need to flip it so that way you get clicks and views, I get clicks and views. I attract, subbies from your people, you attract subbies from my people, and that's how we help each other grow and we help support each other. And that's how I strongly feel. Like, I'm not about to sit on nobody's panel every day, every night for hours on end, and I got my whole motherfucking channel over here. And you not over there trying to sit on my channel every day, all night, so that I can get some clicks and views. So I felt that's really stingy and that's really selfish. That's how I felt about that. So yeah, he was donating to her, sending her cash apps throughout the time that they were, doing the shows or friends or whatever fuck you want to call it. But I'm like, ain't no way you up here bragging. I got 3 for my check. I got $15,000 in my motherfucking account right now, and Lolo got what, $50 that month?
Now, see, if that was my homie, I'm gonna say this: if I was doing 5-6 hour lives and my homie was helping me like that, I'm gonna break bread with him. Like if I'm making $3K a month, right? Why can't I break them off $1,500? We both get $1,500. You get what I'm saying? If you put in the same amount of work I am on that channel, and we both putting that work in, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, and you helping me and I'm helping you, even no matter what, break bread. Even if it's $500 a month, you know what I'm saying? That's still like you at a 3,000, you still making 2,500 yourself.
At least a couple of hundred. Like I wouldn't even feel right. Like sometimes, you know how we are when we friends, right? And people be like, "Oh my God, why you didn't tell me you was going live?" Because I don't want people to always feel like they have to be on my shit or be on my panel or be here. You know, and we like that.
I'm laughing because I done said that how many times.
I don't know how many times people that hit me up. Why you didn't tell me it was live? I would have hit the link. I don't want people to feel like just because we cool, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I don't tell people, even the closest people to me that I'm cool with outside of here. I don't tell them I'm going live. And then they'll be like, "Girl, I didn't know you was live." I'm like, because I don't
know how many times
I also
I've done
don't
that
want to feel like I need the support because some people on here, Charlie, they can't run a live by themselves to say they motherfucking life.
They sure can't. And I'm gonna tell
I
you
don't
something.
ever want people to think that I absolutely need somebody to help me do a show either. I don't want it to get to that.
You've
point,
done 4 or 5 hours by yourself before. You know what I'm saying? All by your little lonesome. I've done it too. You know what I'm saying? We bounce off each other. So that's why we enjoy being on panel together. You know what I mean?
Girl, before I even started doing B Sector, before I even started the Hood Table, I had my own YouTube channel for several years, and I was going live every I used to review at least 12 shows a week, all by myself.
That was your prime time.
3-4 shows a day. I mean, I watched all the Housewives. I watched all the hip hops. I watched all the black inks and whatever ink, the pink inks, the white ink, the blue inks. I mean, I was doing them all the Basketball Wives. I was doing all that shit on my other channel every day for years. So, and I didn't have nobody hitting the panel with me. The only time I started like doing panels was when they had that Google, what was it called? Google Duo
Hangouts.
or Google Hangouts. And that's when we start. And you know what? I went back and looked at some of the old videos. I still got some Google Hangout videos in my archives. And those were so fun. Like the only thing I hated was how it would flip flop from avatar to avatar. You know, like right now we just on here all the time, the whole time. But with Google, it like whoever was talking, it would pop their avatar up. And then if somebody interjected or talked, then we would drop down, the other avatar would pop up. That's the only thing I didn't really like about it. But yeah,
that was a long time ago before I ever hit a panel link or did anything. Like that was way back in the day, you know. That was when I had really bad Wi-Fi.
I know, but we thought it was so cool. Like when we saw the first person do it, we was like, "Oh hell no, what's that shit?
Let's do
we
it.
gotta get that shit."
I still got, if it's still, I don't even know if it's still available to look at. I still got Google Hangouts from years ago where I met some cool ass people from like all over the world.
That's what I'm talking about. I was going through some of my Google Hangouts, and even Leak You. She used to be on my panels all the time. And you know, Leak You, she stirred up a lot of shit. You know, back in the day.
I ain't seen her in so long. I'm like, where the hell did Leak You go anyway?
Girl, when I saw that shit, I was like, "Oh fuck, we did fuck with Leak You back in the day." Remember when she was following that shit when that little girl was unalive? And remember she was there and she was recording and all that. Child.
She used to cover all kind of stuff, like, cause she, she had like what 5-6 different channels or something.
Yep, and they all did something different. I remember that they all did something different. Yep, I remember.
One of them was like true crime. The other one was like gaming. The other one was something else. Like I can't remember what all they were, but each one of them did something different. Like I was subscribed to all of them. I ain't seen her in so long, and that's like when I saw Silky come in the chat. And I noticed that that Suki had been gone for a while. I was like, "Oh my God, he's Suki!" Like it was what, a week or two ago with you.
I
I was
know.
freaking out.
When we see her, we got kind of starstruck. Like, Silky Black, where the fuck you been?
Like we be noticing, y'all don't know. We be noticing when some of y'all go missing, even if you don't think we do. We really do. Like if I didn't see Miss Yana pop up alive every once in a while, I'd be like, "Is she all right? Do I gotta go down there?" I'm gonna call her. Her time. Do I gotta go down there to check on her?
If I don't see Deanna in a long time, I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna have to send some.
It's only an hour 45 for a drive. Don't think I wouldn't take it and go. No, Miss Deanna.
Yeah,
you all right over there?
For real. But yeah, sometimes we gotta take breaks. But if somebody takes a break and it seems like they you don't even remember the last time you saw them, that's when I kind of I admit I do kind of sometimes think like, I hope everything's okay. I hope it, but then I don't want to be intrusive either, because some people like, the fuck you calling me for? Yeah, I'm good. YouTube ain't live, like I don't want to feel intrusive, but if it's somebody that you're real cool with, that you talk to on a regular basis, yeah, it's okay to hit them up. You all right? You good?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's why, that's why I always, people have hit me up about choreo, and I hit you up when she hit that. When she hit my pedal first this year, and when I saw her on your birthday, child, I was about ready to scream, cry, just run up down the hallway, because she don't realize how much she is loved. She really don't.
I know she doesn't, and I'll be telling her. When I tell her, like, anytime somebody tell me, how is she? Tell her I said hi. Woo, woo, woo. I'll be like telling her, and but I don't want to bombard her all the time. Such and such said hi. Such and such said how you doing. Such and such said. So when we do talk, I'll bring it up to her, but I don't be hitting her up every single time somebody says. Tell her I said, hey. I wait till we actually communicate, and then I tell her. But she'll tell you. She said, yeah, the hood table be telling me. She be telling me, all y'all who be asking about me, I sure do.
Yeah. I have people that hit me up all the time asking about her. Like just being chat random, like, where Choreo? You seen Choreo? I'm like, I saw her just a little while back. She, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to keep people informed, but that's here's the thing. It's like when you've been around people and a certain group of people for over 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Right around that time, you get to be like kind of like a dysfunctional family. And that's the way I look at the beef sector sometimes. We one big dysfunctional family. We might pull each other's hair out one day. The next day we might be, girl, I'm so sorry for janking your wig the other day. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for snatching you bald headed, girl. I love you though. And then sometimes we that cousin that we never want to speak to again. Like, that's my cousin. I don't like her though. You know what I'm saying? But you better not say nothing. Like, me and her can hate each other, but you better not say nothing, because that's my cousin I just don't like. You know what I'm saying? And then there's that one, she's like, you give the stank face to. Everybody knows which one I'm talking about. Everybody got one. They give the stank face to. Hell, I may be somebody's stank face. I don't know. I may be that cousin.
You already know how it goes. Shoot, we can't please everybody. We ain't gonna get the support from everybody. I'll be like this shit. I like who I like, and some people might not like me, and that's okay. That's okay, because you cannot get the support from everybody. It's just like me and my cake decorating business. I can't get everybody's support. I can't get everybody's business. I can't, even some of my family members. You know how long I've been in this game, and how many people support me that ain't even related to me. And then for me to be like on Facebook one day and I see like a relative post, anybody know anybody who makes custom cakes? And then I see all the comments below like, bitch, your cousin. Oh yeah, like it always baffles me. Oh, but it baffles me also when people that I know who also have businesses, they be hitting me up. Could you please share this? Could you please share my flyer? Do you share my shit? See, I'm the same way in real life that I am on here. All that over extra support in that we used to do back in the gap. I don't do all that shit no more. I I don't do all that shit no more. I don't flood my community walls with everybody motherfucking posts when they go live. I don't do that shit no more because we all know that a lot of motherfuckers, they want your support, but they ain't trying to support you. They ain't sharing you. They ain't sending people to your channel. They ain't, it is what it is. It is what it is. So the ones who heavily support me, I heavily support them. And that's just how it is. Because I see it from other people and other camps and other parties. They only support the people that they really cool with. They can have 5,000 people in their chat, but they only support the ones they cool with. And a whole bunch of them motherfuckers that support them could have their own channels. So I learned a long time ago. I learned that a long time, even in real life. You hit me up, could you share this flyer? Oh yeah, I will. But is you sharing my shit? Do I see my cakes and cupcakes and chocolate covered treats on your motherfucking wall, Facebook page, whatever? That's how that shit works. To get support, you have to give support. And I firmly stand on that shit. I really do. And I don't mean no harm. When I say shit like I don't share everybody like I used to, I don't mean no harm, but people don't share me like that. So I'm like, people don't support me like that. So it's like, okay. And I know we're smaller channels, and a lot of people with smaller channels, we don't get a lot of support. So, and that's why I said I miss how it used to be back in the day, Charlie, where everybody supported everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody grew their channels together back in the day. But today, shit, and ain't nobody about to be over here begging. Could you share me out? I ain't one of them to be jumping on people's panels like some people do. Could you please let people know I'm going live? Could you please let people know I'm doing this? Could you please no, I don't be doing all that. If you come over here, you come. If you don't come, you don't come.
Well, that's like I go to certain people most of the time. Like if I see your notification and I'm free, you best believe I'm over here in the chat, even if I don't hit the panel. Even if you don't see me sometimes, I'll be shared out. I'll be up in them class going, ooh, chat. Because I saw you and Miss Melissa the other day. Yeah. Uh-huh. I saw y'all being messy.
I watch a lot of people. People, but I'm talking about that over and beyond support. I'm gonna watch you and give you a click and a view, but all that over and beyond support, that shit is two ways for me. That shit works both ways for me.
I'm gonna start pulling out.
And I can even like somebody, really, 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 really like somebody and watch their shows. But I'm like, people know the hood table over here. People know the hood table be over here doing commentary. And people be trying to act like they don't know, but they know shit. Hey, Lady Nika came over here tonight, right? Somebody was watching. Somebody went over there and grabbed her.
Well, that's like
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey,
I'm gonna pull out my Jay Dunn voice
vocally.
In my 39th year. I'm gonna pull out my Jay Dunn saying, in my 39th year.
Child.
I love the way she said that, in my 39th year. But yeah, I give a support to a lot of people, and there are some people who have never ever returned the favor, and there's some people who have. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people that just supported me off of GP from BNB sector. You know what I'm saying? And I'll always give them their credit. I'm gonna tell you something. The hood table, you've one of them, boo. You know what I'm saying? You've always supported me hardcore. I will say ODS is one of those ones who will come over. He'll drop down in your chat. You know what I'm saying? He'll say, hey, there's a lot, you know what I mean? But there's some that just, they so stuck in their own world that they don't think about, you got to give to get. Miss Intel has come over to my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, but it just depends on, that's like our beautiful mixology who just came into the chat. What up, Miss Money?
What up, Mix? What up, Miss Money? How you doing? We've been on here for a minute. I'll be up here like I'm gonna go live. I'll be trying to go live like at least 30 minutes, at least an hour. But we always find our way going over. And I'll be trying not to. I know a lot of people be going live. Like y'all know I don't believe in that, I can't go live because somebody else live unless it's mostly somebody that I really, 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 am cool with. And if they're live and I know they're live, I try not to go over there live. But sometimes, you know how it is.
You gotta get in where you fit in.
Depending on my schedule, I just gotta get in where I fit in. I'm gonna try to get in real quick, get it in, get it out. Okay. But I mean, it's like that sometimes. You just gotta, get in where you fit in sometimes. But a lot of times I do understand that a lot of people be going live around the same time. And being that I support a lot of people, I want to be there and watch. So that's why I be trying to get in and get out. Cause I'm like, I know there's other people that I like too that's gonna be going live, and I'll be looking forward to them going live. So I want to be trying to get my commentary in and sat my ass down somewhere with my popcorn and shit and watch somebody else. That's just how I do. And what else, Cislo? How you doing, boo?
We love you and ain't nothing to do about it.
Miss Monty said she called herself taking a nap. She took a sleep.
Yeah,
that's
like,
how I do sometimes.
The other day we accidentally went live on each other because it was like the only time you had free, and it was my, where I've changed my time a little bit because I'd be busy early.
What day was that? Was that Friday? Was that Friday because I had to do the cakes at night? I can't remember.
I can't remember. It was early in the morning. You was not busy at work. I was like, girl, I ain't worried about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It had to be Friday.
Because here's the thing. I just come back and watch your replay.
See, that's how I do. That's how I do. If I come live in the morning, it's usually because I got shit to do at night. Like I think I came live on Friday because I had to do cakes after work. But then when I fucking was supposed to be doing my cakes after work, it was something I forgot that I needed to order. So I was like, let me just go live while I'm waiting on this order to come from Walmart. But girl, when I say that cake order that I did last week, that shit's, boy, people's like, oh, that cake is, y'all don't know, y'all don't understand what fondant does to a motherfucker's psyche. Okay, making cakes with fondant, girl, my arm still hurt right now, and it's Tuesday.
Girl,
rolling that motherfucking fondant out, like y'all don't understand. I just want y'all, just if you have some extra money to spend sometime, just buy some fondant. Buy some fondant and see how hard it is to roll that shit out till it's workable.
You know what you should get though?
That shit is, oh God, your arms, your wrists.
What I heard that some cake decorators actually use, like, those pasta rollers that like smush stuff or make dough real thin. I heard that sometimes they'll use that to do the fondant to get it to where it's more pliable and easier.
But you don't want it too thin. See, sometimes they use them things for certain things, but to cover a whole cake, I wouldn't recommend that because you don't want it too thin because it'll tear. And you don't want it too thin because, like the cake that I did last week, it wasn't on the thin side. It was probably about maybe an eighth. You don't want it too thin because, as you saw, like the pattern that I marked on there, the quilt pattern, it can't be too thin because I would have cut through the fondant when I was making those quilt patterns. So it had to be a little thick so I could insert those patterns and then insert all those silver candy pearls. So you can't have it too thin. So based on whatever you're making, it could work, but it's not always the go-to.
I like how me and Mix had the same dang idea at the same time, and she didn't realize I was gonna say it, and I didn't see her type it in chat.
I see her comment. Yep, I see her comment. And like I said, it's really convenient. Like if you're making, like I showed a lot of like cupcake toppers that I did with fondant, right? It works better for smaller fondant decorations, but for a cake, especially if it's a round cake, like if it's a round cake and you got to cover the whole, it has to be like in a perfect circle. It has to be so many inches wide, and then rollers, it just roll it straight through. So like, when you cover a round cake, it got, like the cake that I made was 9 inches round, right? So it's about 5 to 6 inches high. And then across the top is 9 inches, and then go down both sides like 6 inches. So altogether, that's damn near 30 inches, and it has to be in a circle. So them things don't work well if you're trying to do circles and things like that. But if you're just trying to do maybe something flat, something straight, something rectangle, then they work. Or if you're trying to do like braids, braided fondants or ropes or things like that with the spaghetti, they work really good for that. Like, the people who making purses out of fondant and they be using
Yeah.
them ropes and making them tassels. Yeah, they work great for things like that. So the thing works good for certain things, but not to cover a whole yeah.
Yeah, I heard that stuff
So
rough to
it
work
takes a
with
lot.
too.
Yeah, and being that
It's
my
real
boys aren't
stiff.
here, it's real stiff. It's so stiff. Like people who need bread and all that kind of shit, it's like way harder to do. And my sons don't live here anymore. But when my sons lived here, when I had to do a cake covered in fondant, they would do the rolling for me because they full of muscles and all that shit, arm strength, and there's nothing to them. Okay, mom, should I keep going? Is this good? And I'll be like, okay, get out the way. I got it from here. But now that they're not in the house anymore like that, living here, I gotta do all that shit by myself. And I'll be like, fuck this shit. I think this gonna be the last motherfucking fondant cake that I do. Next person come to me and put some fondant shit. Nope. You gonna get frosted or you gonna go somewhere else. But yeah, it looks pretty. It looks way fancier than just frosting on the cake. But it's hard, and that's why they cost a lot of money. Cakes covered in fondant cost almost like $200-300 more than a cake covered in just regular icing. So they're really expensive. Shit, really expensive. But Miss Monty said, I'm into baking, not decorating. I want to do croissants, but it's tedious work. It is tedious. And people be asking me to teach them how to bake. I don't teach people how to bake. I'm like this, Charlie. It's too many goddamn YouTube videos, IG, Twitter to teach you how to bake.
I'll teach you how to decorate.
A little salt, a little sugar, a little baking powder, a little baking soda, a little milk, a little this, a little eggs, a little that. I mean, it's nothing to follow instructions to bake a cake. It might seem hard, but it's very doable.
You still need to do that decorating class though.
Now the decorating, that's one thing. Like people get the two kind of like they're the same thing, and they're not. Like people be always saying, you need to teach people how to bake on here. No, I would never teach nobody how to bake. You better get a cookbook. get a recipe. I'm not a baker. I'm not a baker. I'm a cake decorator. I'm a cake artist. I'm not a baker. Baking is the most simplest part of the whole process. Sure, you throw the shit in the bowl, mix the shit up, throw it in the oven. It's whether it's white, whether it's red velvet, whether it's chocolate. It's like 5 ingredients almost for every cake. Like 5 ingredients.
The one thing that
is the hard part.
I would love to learn myself even from you would be like, how you make some of your frosting, you do like the strawberry shortcake or the cookie and cream or the fillings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part right there, because like I know how to bake a cake. Baking a cake's not hard, like you said. It's just the other stuff, like how do you do those lines, how you do this, and you know what I'm saying. How did you, like when you made that what was his name, Cookie Monster cake, and you made like all his little hair, how did you pipe all that?
Oh
perfectly?
Yeah, and I'll just let you know that's a grass pipe. That's a grass pipe, and it has like y'all say the spaghetti things. There's a pipe that you it has little holes in it, and there's one with little tiny holes, and they got ones with bigger holes, but that's what you use. It's called a grass pipe.
Well,
so
see,
just like they have the rosette pipette, they have they have grass where you can do it in grass. So yeah, just like when I do my football cakes.
Yeah.
Like if I have like Super Bowl orders and things like that, I use the same thing to make it look like the grass or the turf or whatever around the cake is that same one.
Girl, did you watch that new football movie, that new horror movie? That movie crazy as all get out. I'm just saying, it's called Him.
What's the name of it?
Him, H-I-M.
Him. Oh yeah, I did watch that with Marlon Wayans.
Yeah.
I
that movie was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know. I kind of walked away from it like this. This is the weirdest shit I ever saw. Though I didn't.
I watched
But
two of
but
them
it
back to
was
back.
okay.
That
It
was
was okay.
trippy. I was like, I felt like I was on drugs that weekend.
Right. And you're right. You're right, Miss Monty. White cake uses no yolk. Some people still put yolk in white cakes, though. I don't know why, but some people do still do it. But basically, whatever amount of eggs you normally put in a cake with the yolk, you just when you use no yolk and just the white part, just add one more egg. That's what you do for that. But yeah, the yellow you have to use the yolk. And red velvet is definitely with food coloring. Yeah, definitely with food coloring. Yep, chocolate powder. I use Nestle's chocolate powder for my red velvet. And for my chocolate cakes, I use coffee. A lot of people don't know about that.
See, she's in here
Yeah,
teaching
I'm giving y'all little tips. Chocolate cake made with coffee. I mean, hot black coffee. That's the best chocolate cakes. And when I make my whiskey cakes, that coffee with like a fifth of whiskey, whatever your choice is, girl. I don't do the instant coffee in my cakes. Not the instant. But see, when you say instant, are you talking about the hard coarse grounds or the really ground? Because I use what's the red one?
Folgers.
What's the red one? Folgers. I use Folgers, the real ground coffee. I don't use the instant coffee, the kind you can just put in a cup and pour hot water on. I use the coffee that you got to put through the coffee maker.
Yeah, I myself have never tried to do that with brownies, but I'm thinking about that now.
I know
Because
I never either.
I got a new creamer that I like. It's a chocolate creamer to go in my coffee. And it's so good. I love it.
And
the Twix one ain't bad.
Ever. Only make brownies like sometimes for my kids.
Oh, you got to make some for the grandbaby now.
I know.
Casey Poo is getting so big and so grown.
I'm trying not to get him fat. I'm trying not to get him fat. Trust me, I be wanting to feed him with all kind of cakes and all that shit, but I'm like, we be trying to watch his weight because he was a chubbalicious when he was born.
He just fed good is all.
Yeah, he was a chubbalicious. He was so thick, just like his dad when he was born. And just like his dad's dad. My son's dad was like 10.5 pounds when he was born. My son was like 9 plus. This baby, y'all saw how big he was, like 7.5, and then he just got bigger and bigger and bigger. So he finally slimmed down, finally. And they were so worried. I kept telling them, man, the boy gonna slim down. The older kids get, the taller they get. Don't worry about it. And he finally slimmed down. So yeah, we definitely be watching what he eats though. Oh yeah, Cicely says she uses Instant Taster's Choice.
I'm supposed to get off here at the hood table. Thank you for having me, beautiful. I love y'all all so very much. And
I love you too, Charlie. And I
miss our late nights, but I'm getting so old now. I'm in bed before 10 o'clock.
Girl, I'm about to get on here and I'm about to watch. I've been watching Wonder Man. Have you been watching that on Disney?
I've been watching the Fallout series. That's been my thing.
Child,
Me and my husband.
If y'all got Disney, y'all need to check out Wonder Man.
Okay,
it's a Marvel. It's part of the Marvels. But
he loves that stuff.
I'm a Marvel person. Y'all know I'm not into Marvels like that. It's a few characters that I like to watch, but I don't watch all the Marvels. But I'm really enjoying this Wonder Man series on Disney. I really am.
I might have to tell him about it because he likes Marvel and DC and shit like that. So I might tell him.
He'll probably like it. Yeah, it's really good. It got me every day. I get off of here and get off of work. I watch at least one episode. But I do want to thank everybody that hit the panel. You especially. You my boo. Room Shaker, JW, Lady Nika. Was there anybody else? I think that was it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was it. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop and let you tell people how much you love them, girl.
Love
and
you
I
too.
know you. Bye.
All right, have a good night, babe. You said you use the instant cafe booster. It dissolves nicely. Yes, honey. I use that. I just use that old school Folgers, honey. And child. But I especially use that when I do it with my whiskey cakes. So I like the flavor that it gives with the whiskey. And people think that when you make a whiskey cake, somebody gonna be walking around drunk, like you can't give it to kids. The shit cooks out. It bakes out. So you're not walking around getting drunk off no damn cake. If that's what you expect, that you're gonna be drunk out, like how some people put weed and brownies and all kind of shit like that. No, it's not the same effect as drinking out a bottle or nothing. Like it cooks out. It's just the flavor. It's just the flavor that's in there. But yeah, it burns off like rum cake. Absolutely. Absolutely. But people be cracking me up like, can you put this in there? Could you put this in there? I want to be, you is not gonna be tipsy. Like it's just flavor. It's just flavor. But anyway, yeah, shout out to Lady Nika, whoever sent her the smoke signals or sent her the kite to come through here. Shout out to Lady Nika over there. Again, I didn't watch Dovey. I don't know. I didn't even know Dovey was even going live anymore. I ain't seen Dovey go live in a long time, so I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I saw Room Shaker. I saw her video earlier, and she was like, "And to Dovey." Da 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 da. And I was like, okay, what did happen with Dovey? Then Jay Wilson in the chat, I heard that Dovey said that you. I was like, okay, so I'm glad Lady Nika came over here. But yeah, love you too. But yeah, shout out to all the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you like and share the video. Feel free to subscribe if you happen to be new here. If you want to donate to the platform, feel free to hit the Cash App as well. $ the Hood Table 402. I'll be out here in these streets watching you. Okay. If y'all happen to go live, I'll probably be watching you, or maybe even drop down if you're in your chat, child. But stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye.